He really hasn't gone to that next level and owned it.
Shut the gate! Shut the gate! Shut the gate!
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Shut the gates, we're back. First game of Origin at Townsville, Queensland Country Bank Stadium. I'm assuming it will be played around 8 o'clock at night. Toby, you've seen everything. What do you think about this one?
Yeah, going to be a good game, as Origins always are. I always crap on about it every year, but the Origin ones are normally that dour affair. That's what Queensland will be wanting anyway. It's going to be a ripper, the showcase of the Immortals, the cream of the crop.
Now, looking at the teams, mate, we've heard breaking news. Harry Grant's been released from the Queensland camp, and Harry Grant's going to start. Good idea? Or bad idea? Reid Marnie, did I say Harry Grant twice?
Yeah, you did, mate.
Reid Marnie.
It's his brother.
Yeah, Derry Grant. Reid Marnie's been released, and Harry Grant will start. What do you think about that?
Oh, a bit of a weird one, mate, because now they'll put AJ at 14. I thought with Grant, if you start Marnie, you could play Grant middle forwards, all that hooking role. You could potentially throw him in a 5'8" if you need. Yeah, it's a bit weird. I probably would have leaned towards that Reid Marnie starting. And, AJ not making the side. If he's going to make it, he has to play fullback for me.
They're backing Harry Grant to play 80 minutes when he hasn't done it nearly ever. He's nearly never done it, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Everyone says he was one of the best players in the game coming in the last 20 minutes last year, right? Queensland were on the front foot really heavily, and he just benefited off the back of that, which is perfectly fine. He did his thing.
Yep.
But to get him to start and play the full 80, which he hasn't done in so long, and he's played very little games this year.
Yeah.
This is sort of feels like something that Queensland always bagged New South Wales for, like picking names.
Yep.
For me, Reid Marnie's in much better form than Harry Grant.
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
Cool.
Like,
no, that's not wrong.
Just Reid Marnie. I think Reid Marnie has got an amazing kicking game out of dummy half. I think he's got the best dummy half kicking game in the comp at the moment.
I agree with that.
But anything? What else do you see here, mate? What do you think about the Queensland centres?
Yeah, bit worried. Dane will always do well for you. I know Kirk. Capewell did a good job last year, but he's more of a back rower.
And to be fair, he was up against, no offense to Clint Gutherson, but he was up against Clint Gutherson. He wasn't up against Tom Todorovic or Latrell Mitchell, whichever way they go.
That's
right. Sides. Latrell Mitchell for me is one of the strongest runners in the entire game.
Yeah.
So, but you still got Karen Munster's probably likely going to play. I would say he's almost the best Origin player in any team at the moment.
Yeah.
What do you think about the halves for New South Wales? Nathan Cleary and Jerome Luai.
Yeah. So at club level, they've done really well. With Cleary as well in the state arena, that he's had Maloney, he's had Pearce, he's had big names beside him, and he really hasn't gone to that next level and owned it. I think with Luai there, this is his chance to do that.
He is now the Maloney, the Pearce, the big name.
Yeah.
That has to help the younger guy in Luai.
Yeah. For
me, he hasn't been good in Origin. He's played well. Game 2 last year, he was fantastic.
Yep.
But again, New South Wales were on the front foot basically the whole game.
Yep.
But we've got to see when New South Wales are on the back foot, see if they can sort of come up with something, because every other game that New South Wales have lost with him in the team, he's done pretty much nothing. He's been non-existent throughout the whole game. And Luai will only be good, I think, if Cleary's good.
That's right.
So
that's right, mate.
They feed off each other.
Yeah, I agree with that. If it's another mediocre performance from Cleary, would you pull the pin on him in game 2?
Well, I would say I'm giving him this full series to try because he's the best half in the game.
Yeah, I agree.
Best half in the game, I think, by a bit of a stretch at the moment.
I agree.
But again, he hasn't delivered on the big games.
Yep.
Including especially the first half last year in the grand final. He just sort of goes non-existent when.
Yeah.
Is he a flat track bully? I don't know. Because it's hard to tell because the whole Panthers squad's going so well.
Yeah.
They haven't really been in any doubt because they have been so good.
Yep.
So, and Luai, I trust in him. I'm giving him a good shot, but I think Luai is more of a crutch for Cleary to be good.
Yeah.
Do you think that's it?
No,
we're giving him here the keys to the kingdom. This is yours, mate. Yep. We're giving you all the help you need to see if you can do it.
Yep.
So
I couldn't agree any more with you. Luai's that more of a broken field player. Right. So that's what New South Wales forwards' jobs will be, to try and give him a little bit more room out wide for him to do his thing. I think he's like leading line breaks, assist, try, assist, and all that. So he's having a really good season, Luai. Let's see if it can translate into that big arena.
Yeah. As we I always look at the lineups, and New South Wales are always the better football team, but Queensland are normally the better Origin team.
Yeah.
If we get a football game out of this and it's super fast, super loose around the ruck, a lot of offloads and that, I can see New South Wales winning pretty quickly. But it's just that last 10 to 15 minutes where Queensland always come good. If they're down by 8, 10, even 4, they sort of come home always pretty strong.
Yeah.
That's up to New South Wales to sort of stop them.
Yeah.
Where Queensland, they always come home strong, basically.
Yeah.
And they're hoping for that. They're hoping for a 10-6 going into the last 10 minutes.
Absolutely, mate.
Like, they don't want it to be 24-6 down. Well, no one wants to be 24-6 down, but New South Wales, if they're on top, they're going to stay on top, I think. Because their team is full of running.
Yeah.
You know, you got Latrell Mitchell, Tom Trbojevic, Tedesco, all fullbacks, but also have all played centre.
Yep.
So, and I think Latrell, everyone says Latrell's the best in the world. Now people are complaining that he's playing centre.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But what do you see here? Who's the game breaker for Queensland?
Munster.
Yep, definitely.
Ponga would be the second guy, but Munster is that guy. He proved it last year how dynamite he is. He just plays off the cuff. New South Wales are real tentative to attack him with their defence, and they kind of hung off him a little bit last year. And he put in a superb kick. I remember one play, put in a grubber, regathered, grub it again for a try scorer. Yep. It's just beautiful play, off the cuff. That's our guy, because Daly's the guy that just runs the show.
I think if Munster doesn't play, I would put New South Wales pretty heavy favourites.
Yeah.
I think game 2 last year, Munster got knocked out very early.
That's right.
And New South Wales just ran all over him.
Yeah.
With Munster, you need to put like 3 guys on him just to contain him a little bit, and you still can't. This is a chance for Cleary to go up to that sort of level now.
Yeah.
Where we know we're guaranteed Munster to do it. Cherry Evans, he's sort of hit and miss in Origin still, I think.
Yep.
But I really think it's between Munster and Cleary could decide it.
Yep.
So, anyone that you're scared of the New South Wales?
Oh, scared of everyone, like usual.
Tommy T?
Tommy T's the scariest one of them all, in my opinion. I think he's the best player in that team. Just quickly as well, I thought the Jake inclusion at 10 was a bit weird.
Yeah.
I probably would have went him at 17, Liam Martin to drop off. I would have put Campbell Gillard in there.
Yep.
He's a great prop. Him with Payne, very good bodies, and you got Junior coming off the bench. That's a great looking forward pack for me. And the other thing with the Blues, I just don't know where you slide White into the contest.
Well, I just think you could take off, someone like Jake Trbojevic and put Tarek Sims up front, and then bring White and just play back row.
Yeah, okay.
That's what I'll be doing.
Yeah, okay.
That's why you got to have White at 14, Luai at 6, because you don't know if you're going to be able to get Luai in the game.
Yeah,
where
fair call.
where Jack One's a big body, so you can sort of fit him in to that sort of whether you want to put him on an edge or a roving role. Tarek Sim was a weird inclusion for me, actually. I think it probably was going to be Frizzell, but they went with Sims because Frizzell's injured.
The injury, yeah. Quick question for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
If Teddy goes down, 5 minutes, clutching under cramp or, a hamstring.
Yeah, hair off his head.
Yeah, White will go to centre. Who plays fullback, Mitchell or Tom?
No, Tom Trbojevic. Latrell's the best centre in the world when he plays consistent centre.
Yep.
Tom Trbojevic is still a fullback who can play centre. Tedesco's still the best player in the world for me.
Yep.
And we seen that game 3 last year. He got knocked out, 50 minutes in. I think New South Wales were pretty on top at that stage, and then sort of Queensland just sort of started taking over.
Yep.
Just those decisions, all the work that Tedesco does. I think he'll captain his way to an Origin win here.
Yeah, okay, mate.
1-12 though. What do you think? I think. Oh, actually, I'm gonna go 13 to 18. They're not gonna run all over Queensland. It's just that I think they need to win by 13 to 18.
Yeah.
To be really good.
Yeah.
What do you think of this?
Queensland 1-12, mate.
Yeah. I knew you were going to get that, mate. Why are you so biased?
I don't know, mate. I'm sorry. I try not to be biased, mate. But
I'll tell you what, I'm as biased as I come. But, all right. What do you guys think, though? Queensland, can they get the job done at home for their first of 2 in a row? Or will New South Wales, will we get some New South in your mouth coming through Wednesday week? So let us know what you think in the comments.